Alright, welcome back to another session with Les and I. I can only apologise for the last video. I know it wasn't the best in the world, but hopefully this one will make up for it. I mean, every time we go down to East Beach we struggle. I wanted to get into that pool, but unfortunately the tide just went out. It just went out too late and I didn't really get enough chance. I only spent about half an hour in that pool. But anyway, on to this one. We had not a bad session really. I got my first particular coin of the year, and a few surprises along the way as well, which you'll see in the video coming up, so enjoy. Right, just arrived on the beach. We've come straight to East Beach because unfortunately, if I turned you around, not you're going to see anything. It's extremely windy, but the tide was already on the beach, so we couldn't do the pool in Thorpe Bay. So you come down to the Golden Mile straight away, and very first dig, I have a ring. Very first dig. I think it's a junker. Yeah.
Huh? Oh no. Oh nice.
Stainless, but it's got, look at the pattern on it. It's got like figurines or characters or something on it.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's a stainless steel. You can tell it's way too shiny to be a silver.
Good find though, bloody hell.
Very first dig. I haven't dug anything. Did it come up as an 11?
I told you 11. It's a 5.
I don't know what that green is on it. Oh, the green just comes off. It's just a bit of rubbish.
Like the eyes are water.
It's actually, are they little figures or is that just worn?
I think it's figures. Looks like,
that's a person, isn't it?
yeah, it looks like a little metal detector man.
It does, doesn't it?
I mean, a detectorist has lost it.
But yeah, a very first dig, a stainless steel. It's got to be stainless steel, isn't it? I don't think it's got a silver thing in it.
My eyes got water in there.
Well, I'd be very surprised if that's silver, eh?
It does, yeah, it's definitely a man or something, isn't it, on there?
Yeah. Alright, let's crack on.
Morning all, back on the beach again. First coin signal, been here about half an hour I suppose. Loads of aluminium, it's really noisy as well, really windy and cold. First signal, this is a really strong 14 signal, and it's I'm not sure what it is. It's quite deep. Looks like an old pre-decimal to me. Oh, it's silver actually. Oh, yes, that's silver. So, not sure what that is. I'll have a closer look. Actually, it might be a 10 pence. Oh well, let's have a closer look.
Okay, I've had 3 signals since I've been here. All 3 of them have been 11s. First one was a stainless steel ring, I'm assuming it's stainless steel. The second one was a bit rubbish, and the third one is my first coin of the session, a 5 pence piece. Right, let's keep going.
Okay, the next coin, it's a strong 15, and that's looking like a 20p. So we're going up steadily.
Right, I'm just making my way up from below the shingle line to do this little park in front of us. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. And I've just had my first 20 pence piece. It's actually blowing quite severely strong winds this morning, and it is very uncomfortable. It is really cold. The tide is at the bottom of the beach on its way up, which is the reason I couldn't do my pool in Thorpe Bay this morning. And yeah, it's really uncomfortable. So far I've had 3 5 pence pieces and now the traditional 20. Right, onwards. Right, next coin is another 20. I'm right underneath Nugget Alley here, and another 20.
Yep, another 16 signal on the Equinox, and it is another 20p.
The next coin is another 20 pence piece right on the edge of this surf, which is quite strong today because there's a really icy cold wind coming in from the sea this morning. It's absolutely freezing. But right on the edge of it here, I've had my third 20 pence piece of the day. And from what I've just spoken to Les, and from what he's saying, he's not having any better luck than that. So, alright, just going to keep going, working my way back down towards the Sea Life Centre along this surf line and look for that elusive nugget.
Okay, well, there I do a live dig. This one, I'm not convinced, but it's 22, 23, just there. It's not the best of signals, to be honest. Why on earth I'm doing a live dig on this, I don't know. But here we go. It's fading away already. But it's the only 23 I've had all morning. Right, it's out, and it's a clear 23 now. Well, this would be absolutely incredible if this is a nugget. Can't see where you are. Where are you? It's in me. Oh, it is a nugget. Wow. A live dig as well. Wow. There you go. First nugget of the day.
I cannot believe it. I'm digging near these holes that people have dug and not backfilled. Look at the size of these holes. I'm digging near these in their spoil that they've been kicking out of them. And I've just got an absolutely beautiful signal. So when it was on the surface, I just brushed it aside with my foot and look what's popped out. It's a Queen Victoria penny. There is actually a date on it, but I can't quite make out what it is. It's very, very, very worn. Very worn. You can clearly see the portrait of Queen Victoria on there, and you can clearly see on the flip side Britannia. Unbelievable. The first time I've ever found one of these up on the dry sand. Just shows they are here, but they're just out of our range, because obviously they've been flipped out by whoever's been digging these enormous holes, because it was actually in the spoil. All this here is the spoil out of those holes. I got the signal, just brushed it aside and she popped out. Right, on to the next. Right, I have a bang on 22 signal here. Probably the curse of death actually filming it, because every time I've been live digging this one, it's come up to be a piece of junk. Right, this is our first scoop. Oh, I can see it. I don't believe it. It's a George V. What is going on? It's a George V halfpenny. I have no idea what's going on now. I'm beginning to wonder if this beach has been seeded, because this is up on the dry sand and it is in absolutely mint condition. I'm starting to wonder if these are genuine or someone's just dropped them here, because this isn't in the spoil. There's the hole. This is above it. This is here. But that is in absolute mint condition. I've got to stay around here for a while, and if there's any more of these in this kind of condition, then I'm just going to assume this has been seeded. we never found him. This, oh mind you, after having said that, if you walk up here, I don't know how well this is going to show up on the video, but if you look down here, can you see the cut in the sand? This up here, which is basically to my right, about 4, 5, 6 feet away from me, it's waist level. So if I go up here, now I've got to go up a steep hill. Now then, I don't know how well this is showing up on the video. You can see how much of the sand has been cut away. We've had some severely strong winds recently, and I was wondering if this has all been cut down to this level. Oh yeah, George V. Right, my next coin is another 20p piece. And I can't understand why this would go green and that George V would stay so mint. All sorts of things are going through my head at the moment about that, whether another detectorist has dropped it or someone's come down the beach and they've got a pocket full of old coins. I have no idea. But anyway, my next find is a 20p piece.
I'd given up on the 15-16 signals because everyone was giving me a pinpoint as having a moan off. Shut up, that's it. Yeah, so I gave up on that, but Darren said about just digging the straight 15, so this is the first 15. I dug literally 2 steps, got a 15 and dug it. Oh, it's just that. It is a 20p. Looks like it's been there a while, but yeah, maybe I'll start digging the 15s again. Well, this target here shouldn't have been what I've just seen. I'm getting 10s, 12s, but there was a really good signal in there. It's actually just changed to a 23, but I see it as it turned over. If you can see it, this has made my day. This has just there. Look at that. £2 coin, double nugget. That has saved my day. I thought it was only going to be a single nugget today, but there you go. That shouldn't have been there. Oh, and there goes the car park alarm, if you can hear that. Excellent.
Well, my next coin is an eyes only. Haven't touched it yet, and it's an absolute mint condition. Immaculate, nice and clean. 20p piece. Shame it isn't a nugget.
Right, got one of the signals I wasn't going to be digging anymore. It was 16, but it was nice and clear, so I can't resist it. And it's right by the steps here as well, so. And here's another 20p.
Right at the back of the Sea Life Adventure, and this could well be my last chance at a nugget. I'll get a 22.23. And it's a nugget. I've just seen it pop out. Les, at last, look. I just scooped it out and that's how it fell. I haven't touched it, I just put my scoop in, I'm live digging it. At last! 4 hours it's taken me today to find this.
Not bad money, is it?
Oh.
£1 for 4 hours.
You certainly wouldn't do a job for it, would you? Oh, at last. My first nugget of 2020. It's taken me this long. And this is our 3rd trip out. Since the new year. Yeah. It's taken me until my 3rd trip out to get a nugget. Oh, thank God. Right, let's see if we'll find a second.
Well, this one was coming up as a 15-16. And that is another 20p. It's getting as good as the E-track, this machine.
Well, that was a bit of a surprise session. To find coins like these on the dry sand is unheard of for me, and I've been doing this hobby for over 20 years, and it's the first time I've ever found pre-decimal coins on the dry sand. I mean, this Victoria, yes, I found them on the wet, I found them along the pier, I found them here, there and everywhere, but I've never found one on the dry sand. And this, is it George V halfpenny? It's the best one in my collection. It's absolutely mint condition. Mint condition. The detail on it is absolutely superb. I mean, where did they come from? I've never found anything like that on the dry sand. The only thing I can put it down to is that the cut where they tied. We've obviously had a lot of wind around recently, and the cut was really deep. The amount of sand has been moved, and to find them great big dig holes, which is how I assume I got this in the spoil of them. I mean, them coins must be extremely deep. But anyway, Les had a good day. He had another double nugget, which unfortunately I couldn't match. I've already told you about the pound coin situation, the old round pounds, that you can still cash them in at the bank. So anyone that's throwing them away, don't take them to your bank, get them cashed in. Well, that's, as I say, that is the end of another session. I do hope you enjoyed this video. In my opinion, it was much better than the last one. And we'll see you again soon. So until then, bye bye for now.